What's up? Oh, girl, we got a lot of tea, girl. I'm gonna get ready. This is hot. This is hot tea right now. Well, this is a new hot mega tea that we're gonna expose live. Thank you. You guys, is there an option for like super chats on here or no? Let me know. This is new to me. Oh my God. We're getting ready to spill the tea, girl. Yes? Wait, can someone send some taco money, honey? I want to see if this new feature works. There's like this new feature on YouTube. Does it work or no? I'm supposed to try it out, see if it works. Hello, darlings. Hello from Wisconsin. There we go. Thank you. Okay, there you go. Lisa Suarez, thank you so much for the taco money, honey. I'm waiting on my lawyer. I'm waiting on my lawyer to come on to the live stream. Thank you, Amy Lynn. I love you so much. Thank you for the taco money, honey. All donators will get the bell. Okay. Major T. We got some major T to talk about. Can someone call my lawyer on here? Thank you, Samantha. Thank you so much for the taco money, honey. Girl, you're not my lawyer, Shave. I'm waiting on my real lawyer to come on here because we got some legal stuff to talk about. This is going to be hot. If someone knows Van Luke, can you also get Van Luke in here too? She's being summoned. And I'm waiting on my lawyer. Can someone get Madcaster in here too? But he don't even check his phone, girl. I don't even know if he knows how to work his phone. That's the real tea, girl. Hey Google, turn up the volume. Moses, can you hand me my water if the pH is balanced at 8.5 or higher? Thank you, Moses. Thank you, Mikey D. Thank you, Mikey D, for the taco money, honey. Michael D said, enjoy them tacos. I love you so much. Yes, them gluten-free, non-sugar, gluten-free tacos. Girl, this is some drama. What I'm waiting, girl. We have major news to talk about, and I'm waiting for the people to come on here so we can talk about it. This is a hot fire, and I have the receipts. I have the receipts. This drama is so hot that I need to put on my makeup and tell you the drama. It cannot wait. 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 Let me get the receipts. 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 Okay. I got the receipts. I got the receipts. I got the receipts. I got the receipts right here in my hand. Thank you, Jade, for the taco money, honey. Thank you so much. And let me see. All gifters will be shouted out right here. And listen, one. Look. Two. This is the docket. This is the lawsuit. We're gonna talk about it right now. Right, and the contract. We have the receipts and put them right there. I also have them digitally too, so I can show it to y'all. Okay, let's see. Get those girl, those are cable bills. Girl, you wish. Cable bills don't come that thick, girl. I have auto pay, so I don't even get the bill, girl. Too many receipts, girl. Okay, so here's the true tea. This bottle of foundation, I was gonna throw away. because I was done with it. But I mixed my foundation. So this is like about 3 different types of foundation inside this reused bottle. So when people say, "What foundation are you using?" It's like, well, it's 3 different kinds mixed together to make that perfect shade. And this is my new lipstick. It's called Foundation on Your Lips. There you go. Okay, I don't see Madcaster on here. Where's the lawyer at? I'm waiting on my lawyer. If he's not here, I'm gonna start the show. Thank you, Odessa Castillo, for the taco money, honey. All right, let me see here. As I get ready, I'm gonna show you everything I use. This is the Juvia's Place lipstick in shade Mademoiselle. They're a real pretty color. Okay, now we're gonna start. Girl, get ready. This tea's gonna be so hot. I don't even think y'all know about this. Ain't nobody know about this. But those who know, know. Sneaky. I want to see snake emojis in the comments. Girl, why do I have 500 people in here but only 2 likes? What? Leave a like, girl. Come on. What are y'all doing? Line it out. Line it out. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, wow. I'm loading up my receipts. I'm getting them loaded up right now. Let's see here. Much less like. Jaclyn Hill was a good woman, but she was a liar. People forget that. Oh my God. Got my Rich Lux makeup palette. Ooh. Girl, I'm gonna get ready. I'm about to spill this tea right now. I have. You don't have snakes, girl. It's because you must have like an Android phone, girl. Jaclyn is an actress, soap star. There we go. There's my lawyer. Put user in timeout. Let me see. Report, add moderator. Okay, there you go. So now you're a moderator. Let me see here. Save, share, add guest. Okay, I click add guest. I gotta send them a message. Okay, so here's how it works. I'm supposed to, I guess, text them in order. Look, this is the T. Matt Caster, I need you to go on Instagram and DM me your phone number on Instagram. And I'm going to text you the link so you can join the live. We can get the lawyer on the line. I'm waiting for your DM on Instagram. I think. Hold on. Let me hold on, guys. Let me get this on right now. Hold on. Got it. Okay. The link has been sent. The link has been sent to the lawyer, and we're going to wait for him to come on here. So here we go. That's all I can do at this point. What is he? Fantastic. Get ready. You're going to be shook. Waiting for guests. Oh, thank you guys for all the taco money, honey. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. We're gonna start the show in just a minute. Get your snacks and come on back. It's gonna be lit. This some hot. This might be the hottest tea this month. This might be the hottest tea right now. What is going on? It's a lot right now. Okay, so I'm going in with a white concealer. You guys ready for this tea? You got to do a taco mukbang. One day, you got your snacks, Cynthia? Okay. Just no, girl. Gyro, if I spill the tea right now, people will come in and they'll be like, what I missed? What I missed? Chime Philly is a moderator. If we have any haters, we'll be kicked out the house. The receipts are coming in on my phone. Get ready. Okay. Girl. There we go. Here we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hello.
Bonjour.
There we go. This is my lawyer, internet commentator, internet legal commentator, Madcaster's on the line.
I've got all the tea all the time.
Yes. Everyone,
So,
wait, are you able to see the comments?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's welcome Madcaster by leaving cat emojis in the comment. Leave where the cat's at. Leave cat emojis in the comments to get it started for Madcaster. Let's see. I see some cats.
You see my Mardi Gras beads?
It's already Mardi Gras.
The Dollar Tree had Mardi Gras stuff today. I went there to buy my Jaclyn Hill cosmetics.
Allegedly, it was there. Oh wow!
I didn't see any Rich Lux palettes there though.
No, yeah, I don't have the Rich Lux palette. Man, I'm telling you, if I had a makeup line, I would want it to be at the Dollar Tree. I really would.
I couldn't believe. I don't usually shop at the Dollar Tree, but I was shocked at like how much makeup and stuff they have.
It's a lot.
Yeah, they've got like good, and it's good stuff too.
It's a lot of LA Girl and stuff like that.
Yeah, they had good stuff. They had some even like Maybelline, and I mean, I say good stuff. I mean,
Oh, wait a minute. Somebody said $1.25 tree.
Well, yes. Well, inflation.
Yeah.
Well, it's false advertising because I went in there and I said, "Where are the trees with all the dollars?"
They were like, "What?" Okay, Miranda Pillsbury, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, so, guys, we're at 260 likes. Let's like it up, and we will spill the tea.
We have a special guest tonight. Chloe's here.
Hello, Chloe.
Chloe never makes an appearance on my YouTube.
So
you guys are getting exclusive extra content for Rich Lux subscribers. Miss Chloe is here today.
Hey, Chloe. Okay. Van Luke said she would come too, but she's sick. But
oh yeah, I saw a message or something she posted.
What did she say?
That she didn't feel good.
Aww. Okay. Okay, guys, so we're at 300 likes. You think that's enough for us to start spilling the tea, or should we wait? It's up to you.
I think we should wait till we get 400 likes.
Okay, 400 likes and the tea will be spilled.
And I got some tea about Morphe. I did some
I got some tea
lawyer.
about Jeffree Star and Jacqueline Hill and James Charles that we're going to spill tonight.
Mm-hmm. I used my lawyer credentials and I got some exclusive documents from the Morphe mess.
You guys, you ready? 390.
No, we're not talking about Michaela tonight. That ship has sailed.
More in the house.
That's old news. That's
That's
stale
TikTok tea, girl.
news.
That's TikTok tea.
Michaela's old news. Chloe is so funny. I don't know if anyone can hear her purring away. This is my ASMR kitty channel.
Thank you guys for
It's
the
Trisha
taco money,
Paytas
honey.
approved.
What?
It's Trisha Paytas approved.
Oh, it is?
ASMR for my cats.
Boom. And that's how you do
Roxanne
makeup,
from
girl.
New York. Hey, Roxanne, we're going to be probably coming to New York at some point this year.
Yes, me and Madcaster are going to go to Las Vegas, and we're going to be doing a live show from Las Vegas.
Yep. Viva Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm. And then we also have a New York show coming up, too.
Oh, likes are at 425. We can start.
Okay, the likes are at 425. Let me just pop on this lash. And let me see. Let me thank my top donators. Oh, wait a minute. There's no way for me to thank them. It doesn't show their name. Like it doesn't hold the name up. Does that make sense?
Yes, Don, we did hear about Lisa Marie. That's very, very sad.
Lisa Marie Presley, correct? She passed away.
Yep. Yep. Very sad. You know what's amazing, though, is her mother is still alive.
Well, you know that family, Elvis Presley passed away of heart conditions too.
Yeah, but his were brought on for probably a wholly different reason.
R.I.P. Lisa.
Yeah. And that's, and then her son had, unalived himself not that long ago.
The son?
Yeah, he looked just like Elvis, too.
Wow, that family has been going
Yeah,
through it.
it's tragedy. Tragedy, tragedy, tragedy.
Okay, there we go. You fix my makeup because I already know y'all are about to screen record this hot tea. So at least when y'all do it, I look good.
You know what I noticed, though? Dollar Tree has lots of eyelashes.
Yeah, but they're flimsy. They're not like a thick band. There's in the eyelash community. I think we're ready.
The eyelash community?
Oh, you
I
didn't
didn't
know that?
realize
Eyelash community is huge.
I didn't realize there was a community for eyelashes.
Yeah, there's a cat community. There's an eyelash community. There's communities for there's a community for the community. There's a Rich Lux community. They do sneaky snakes.
What?
You have a community too.
That's right.
Okay. Are we ready for the tea?
Yes.
Let me get my light. Moses! Moses, hand me my water. Thank you, Moses. Okay. First, let me show you the receipt that I have here. Thank you for the taco money, honey. All super chats and gifters will be shouted out. Here we go. So if I pull up the receipt that I have here, let's see. Got the boys out tonight. Let me get my receipts. So the first receipt that we have here is gonna look a little backwards, but I'll show you guys. Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. Y'all see this right here, guys? Do you want to talk about this one first?
Yeah. What are you
Okay.
showing? Because the comments are in my way. How do I minimize these?
But you can see it, right?
Yep.
So it's flipped backwards, so you guys won't be able to see it fully. but the candle community just got here. Okay.
I thought I smelled something.
Yeah. Of course, yes, it's blurry. We're gonna be talking about this receipt. If y'all let me get to it, girl. Okay. All right. So here it is. So this is a receipt, and in this receipt it says James Charles. These damn eyelashes, girl. I can barely read it.
You want me to?
It says Jacqueline Hill, James Charles, and it says something at the very top. Rapid, because you sent this to me, correct?
Yep.
You
What it is
highlighted another
I
name, Jacqueline Hill,
I
James.
I do bankruptcy work sometimes too, so I'm admitted to the bankruptcy court. So I logged on to the system, and I pulled the pleadings from the Morphe petition for bankruptcy. And among because when you file bankruptcy, you have to list like all your creditors, the people you owe money to. And three of the people that they owe money to are James Charles for over $2 million, Jacqueline Hill for over $2 million, and they owe Jeffree Star almost $1.5 million.
Oh, I fainted. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are you okay?
I've fallen and I can't get up.
We need to get you a life alert.
Oh my god. Oh my, you're saying that Morphe owes who?
I don't know, some people, someone named Jacqueline Hill, someone named Jeffree Star, and someone named James Charles. Actually, it says James Dickinson because that's his real name.
Okay, let me get up. Oh my god, I fainted. So, according to the receipt, the Madcaster internet lawyer sleuth. I'll show you the receipt again. I can't believe this.
But you know what? They'll be lucky if they ever see a dime of that money.
Well, we're going to talk about that. So, in this receipt right here, you pulled it from the bankruptcy court.
Yep.
And Morphe filed for bankruptcy.
Right.
And in this receipt, and it says at the very top, it says Chapter 11 or Chapter 9 cases, list of creditors who have the 50 largest unsecured claims and are not insiders. I guess
Now,
that's
you know what unsecured means? It means, for anyone who isn't familiar with these terms, it means that there's no collateral that secures that. It means it's not like a house or a car loan. This is just money that, like, from their business dealings, they owe people, but it's not secured by anything, which means there's nothing for them to put a lien on to get their money back.
very quickly, because Jay Lee said a question, and we're gonna get to it in a minute. So in this document, it says that Morphe owes. Oh my God, Morphe owes Jacqueline Hill $2 million,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's 208. It's $2 million, 88,600. It's very specific. And then Morphe also owns James Charles $2,163,147.74.
Yep.
And then whoever Rapid Displays is, thank you, Lily Roses, for the taco money, honey. Sending love to both of you and all your kittens. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much. Then if I circle right on back, let me see right here, because there's more receipts. Then on this other document that you pulled from the court system,
Mm-hmm.
it says that Morphe also owes Jeffree Star $1,419,691. Oh my God.
Yep.
That's a combined total, like what, at least over
Almost $6
$3,000.
million.
Over $6 million that Morphe owns Jeffree Star, James Charles, and Jacqueline Hill. Thank you, Roxanne, for the taco money, honey. This is Cream Puff. I'm shook. So somebody in the comments just posted I guess there was a question to you, since
Mm-hmm.
you're the lawyer here. They said insurance.
Insurance? No. Bankruptcy cases, insurance does not usually pay out on this kind of a debt. So
Everybody
what
in the
happens
comments.
is the bankruptcy trustee, who is appointed by the court, will go through all of their assets, figure out how much money there is, and then what they do is they distribute that money among the top creditors. And what usually ends up happening is people only get pennies on the dollar because there's
Collateral.
not usually enough money to pay everybody off.
I think
And
we
in
have.
fact,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, in fact, part of this bankruptcy filing was Morphe, or Forma Brands, who's the parent company, sold or agreed to be bought by this group of investors. So they're not, Forma Brands doesn't even own their own brands anymore. Everything now is owned by these investors.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the ones who are actually listed on the bankruptcy petition as the, like the credit, they're called debtor in possession, which means that they've got all the collateral in their possession.
Yes.
And they're trying to operate the business even though it's in bankruptcy.
What happened to the flip top Fijis? I don't know what that means. Rich is the best. He would never, Stella. Okay, so what are the chances of Jeffree Star recovering his $1 million, Jaclyn Hill recovering her $1 million, and James Charles recovering his $1 million that Morphe owes them? $0. Are you serious? I
I
would be.
seriously doubt they'll ever see a dollar because even though they're owed all that money, they're actually down on the list because there are a lot of people owed a lot more money way ahead of them.
Wow.
And the
Okay.
reason why they filed for Chapter 11, what Chapter 11 means is it's not a liquidation. Like when people file Chapter 7, it means there's a liquidation. All their debts get discharged, and any assets that aren't what they call that you're allowed to keep. You're allowed to keep certain things. That all gets given to your creditors, and you're discharged, which means you never have to deal with that again. Chapter 11 is something that companies file because they want to keep operating, and it prevents their creditors from going after them while they're trying to get their affairs in order.
Sharon Shady said, Matt Caster, internet mega lawyer, can they sue Morphe for that money owed?
They can't really because now that it's in bankruptcy, eventually it's going to get discharged, which means after the plan is put together, and usually the plan can go on for years. It can go on for like 6 years. They'll make periodic payments like every month to the trustee, and the trustee will distribute to all the creditors. But they'll never get all of their money. They'll be lucky if they get any money. And after they successfully complete their plan, their debts are discharged. So whatever's left at the end of the plan, that'll go away. So that means you can't sue because that's one of the reasons they declared bankruptcy was to wipe these debts out eventually.
So no one pays these creditors then when you file for bankruptcy?
No, I said they'll pay into the court, usually like pennies on the dollar, and the trustee will distribute money, but the odds of them getting anything is pretty low.
Forgiveness, bankruptcy prevents that, said Lizzie J. So
Prevents what?
I guess them. My question is, could Jeffree Star, since he is owed over $1 million by Morphe, thank you, Lisa Marie 82, here to show the love. Are we going to the Jeffree Star grand opening? I'll buy the tacos. Thank you so much. Thank you for the taco money, honey. Uh, since Morphe owes Jeffree Star $1 million and Jaclyn Hill $1 million and James Charles another $1 million, and they just filed for bankruptcy, could they sue civilly?
No,
Not even
because
civilly?
because the lawsuit would be any judgment would be added to their debts that are going to get discharged. So no, once a debt is discharged, you cannot recover on it.
This is piping hot tea. The only one
So
making
like
any
when
money is
you
the
do a
lawyers.
chapter, when a person does a chapter 7 and their credit cards and everything get discharged, that's it. That's the end of that debt. That company cannot come after you ever again.
But here's my thing. Why isn't Jeffree Star, who's so vocal, or James Charles or Jacqueline Hill, say something in the sense of like, Morphe screwed me over. They owe me $1 million. Or 2 million rather. Like, are they prevented? They can't say that, do you think, we could do the contracts?
Well, they could say it, but they don't really owe them that money once the court discharges that debt. So basically, it invalidates that debt. It goes away at the end of. But it'll be, like I said, they may get a pittance out of the bankruptcy estate, unless it's also possible if they're going to keep running the business, they may restructure in a way that they make payments towards that debt, continuing as they continue the business, and they may get more than a pittance. But like I said, I seriously doubt that the smaller, and I say smaller with tongue in cheek because they're not that small, but they're small in this particular instance. Those people won't really ever see very much.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, someone just said burning bridges is bad business. Yeah, I mean, who's going to want to work with them? Even if they do try to save the business, who's going to want to work with them? Anybody who's foolish enough to work for them, I would ask for some kind of upfront money, like an
Yeah.
advance on any deal they made. And honestly, I don't think Jeffree Star gives a shit about the $1.4 million. It's not going to break him.
Let's see here. Let's answer some questions from the chat. Can you read the chat?
Yep.
Let's see what they say. Let me get my receipt.
Thank you, Christopher Bird.
Thank you, Christopher Bird, for the taco money, honey. For the, I don't know, was that Ying? That was money from another country. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with them making new deals, like for new pallets, is they didn't finish paying for the pallets they had. I mean, maybe they'll find someone to work with them. I don't know, but I mean, I think the company's really tarnished its reputation, and I don't know that it can ever recover.
Wow.
Jacqueline, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what her financial state is, but I'm sure that's nothing to sneeze at. The $2 million they owe her.
Fortune 500 said, if you talk bad on anyone from a sales position, it's not good, even if the relationship was bad.
You mean the person who, like the creator, or the influencer?
Yeah, I don't know what they mean by that, because they leave comments, but
Why are we blaming the company? Well, we blame the company because they clearly overstretched their ability. I think all this retail business they went into was a really bad move. I think that's what killed it.
yeah.
And then they bit the hand that fed them, and they ruined their relationships with some of these people. Yeah, the company clearly did not understand the business, and from what I understand, the people who were controlling the company really weren't makeup people.
It was a lot of like big wigs who didn't know about social media marketing.
Yeah, and they just, I don't think they appreciated the value that these big names brought to them. and they just thought, oh well, we can do it without them. And well, surprise, they can't.
Let's see. Listen. I'll tell you what. If I was Jeffree Star, James Charles, or Jacqueline Hill, I would be upset that Morphe owes me over $1 million and they just filed for
Yeah.
bankruptcy and just walked away. I would be.
Oh, I'd be bullshit too. Who wouldn't be bullshit? You know,
I
that
would be
somebody.
leave in the comments. Would you be mad about it? Let's find out the tea.
Yeah, I
Or
mean, I know these people make a lot of money. These influencers make a lot of money, but I still think that I don't think they're going to be happy that they aren't getting paid. You know?
I would be upset. I would be so upset. I can't believe that.
Yeah, and I look. Did you see the list of companies, the subsidiaries of former brands? There's 2 companies for Jacqueline Hill
Oh, what's
that
one of
they
them?
owned. One was like Jacqueline Hill Holdings, and one was Jacqueline Hill Cosmetics, I think. And those all fell under the former brands umbrella. You cannot put in your contract that you'll get paid in event of bankruptcy. That's not up to the company. And in fact, the court frowns, and it's highly against the law to pay some creditors but not others. You can't like pay off one creditor and say, well, you the other creditor gets discharged in bankruptcy. The court would absolutely crucify you.
Thank you, Lizzie B, for the taco money, honey. She said this is British pound for the United Kingdom. That's European money. Thank you so much.
What?
Yeah,
Where's the United Kingdom? I'm just kidding.
yeah. Restart in another name.
I've been to London like probably 10 times.
So they said, could they restart under a different name?
But I don't know that's going to be any good for them. People do that all the time. Small companies go bankrupt and then they reconstitute as a different company. There's nothing that prevents them from doing that.
Wow. Okay. So from a legal standpoint, you're saying that Jeffree Star could not sue, and you're from a legal standpoint, neither can James Charles or Jacqueline Hill. So they can't speak out against it and say how they were
Oh,
wrong.
sure. Then there's nothing that silenced them. They could bitch about it all they want, but that's not going to change the fact that now the court's in charge of the assets, not the company.
Mm. So they're just what they say, SOL, what they call it.
I yeah, I say yeah. The technical term is yeah, shit.
And now that these documents have been pulled, and we saw into the bankruptcy court, which thank you so much, ex Nilo, for the taco money, honey. Love your channel. Thank you. And we saw that according to the document, Morphe owes Jeffree Star $1 million and owes James Charles like what $2 million and owes Jacqueline Hill another $1 million. They're not able to get their money, and they're not gonna. And I'm just, now that people know about this, they haven't said anything about it.
The hair care lawsuit. Okay, so that's a little bit more complicated, and I'll give you kind of a scenario. Okay, in terms of her getting money out of them, yeah, probably. However, she may be able to convince the court, and you can also sue in
Thank you, C.
bankruptcy court. You can file oh god, I'm so exhausted today I can't even think of the term. But it's like you file a lawsuit within the bankruptcy for some particular. She could sue maybe to get her rights to her company back because that's not really a cash asset. But in terms of her getting paid anything, she's kind of screwed. But she may be able to force them to hand her brand back to her.
And shame. Nothing.
Adversary proceeding, that's what it's called. It's not called a lawsuit in the bankruptcy, it's called an adversary proceeding.
Can they make sure the company comes back with a rebrand?
No,
Yeah, but Jen
they
Love didn't
can't
have the
prevent them.
receipts, girl. She just talked about it.
They can't prevent them from forming a new company. Is an NDA still legitimate? Yes. As long as, well, if it shuts down, if it completely goes out of business, no. They wouldn't be able to legally, if they're no longer an entity, they could never legally enforce an NDA.
So when did you find out if Morphe, well, Forma Brands is being bought by another group of investors?
Yeah, they did. They were bought by, and what's not clear is if they intend to continue to try to run the company or if they're intending just to liquidate everything.
Let me see. Time for
And
these.
that way, and as part of the liquidation process, they could sell off individual brands. Like they could sell Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics to somebody, and that money would become part of the bankruptcy estate.
Or could Jaclyn buy her own brand out?
Sure, she could make a deal with the trustee, the bankruptcy trustee, to pay into the bankruptcy estate, and in return, they would give her control of her company back.
Could she do that for a penny?
For a penny, I don't think the bankruptcy trustee would ever let her do that for a penny.
Mm.
As long as they think there's value, they could sell it to somebody else and get more money, you know? It would have to be like a fair offer.
So let me ask you this: from a legal standpoint, does this mean that Jaclyn Cosmetics might also be gone?
The short answer, sure. If the entire company and all of its subsidiaries goes flatlines, that's it. But she could, she could start another company. But Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics would be dead because it was owned by Former Brands. So Former Brands shuts it down and it dies essentially.
Mm-hmm.
She can't take that and start using that name again unless she obtains legal right to do that.
Wow. So I feel either Jaclyn Hill is going to buy her own brand out, or it will just be dissolved. Everything 50, 60, 80% off. And then what's left will
Well,
be.
like, you know what, this is a scenario for you. She may say to the bankruptcy trustee, I will release my debt that they owe me if you give me back my brand. And that would eliminate her claim for the $2
Yeah,
million.
because see, Jaclyn Cosmetics is under the Forma Brands.
Correct.
So she doesn't really own it.
She doesn't own it.
It's just the name and her face on it.
Right. They were paying her to, unless she may have had like a percentage ownership, but it basically doesn't really mean anything now. But like I said, she could say to the trustee and the court, I'm going to zero out their debt to me, but I want you to give me back my brand.
All right, let me tell you what. I think what they're waiting on. I'll tell you what they're waiting on. I have a receipt right here. What Forma Brands, and hopefully some of these people are crossing their fingers, is they're waiting for Estee Lauder, L'Oreal Paris, Procter and Gamble, Johnson and Johnson, or Coty to buy them out and save them.
That's possible. They might make a deal to buy part or all of Former Brands and their subsidiaries, and that money would go towards paying off the debts that are part of the.
If it's worth it, I think that.
So yeah, I mean that's very. If another company thinks that these brands are worth having in their portfolio and that they could make a success of them, yeah, they could easily make a deal with the court to buy out
The
parts
phone
or
isn't
all of the
ringing.
company.
The phone is not ringing. I don't think that Procter and Gamble and Coty and Johnson or Johnson or Estee Lauder are saying we want to buy Jaclyn Cosmetics. It has a lot of clout.
Well, it's possible they might. I don't know. Somebody might be interested, but
They would have did it already. They would have did it
yeah,
already.
I think that it's yeah, I think there's because yeah, like I say, it's a damaged brand.
Is it a damaged brand?
Sure. Well, it's
Thank
not a
you.
damaged brand to Jaclyn Hill's followers.
Thank you, Michelle. What followers? Last time I checked, you didn't have that many.
That's what I mean. It's really her
Perception.
clout really depends on her audience, No, I mean anyone outside of the sphere of Jaclyn Hill doesn't know who the hell she is. If
But
I asked my
listen.
mother who's Jaclyn Hill, she'd go, "Who?"
No, but listen. I'll give you a good example,
It's
right?
not. They're
So
not Revlon. She's not Revlon.
no, but there are certain instances where a brand gets quote unquote canceled. Um, but it's the cancellation just exists online and those who
Right.
follow. But when you go into the store, the people are still buying that brand, like Too Faced Cosmetics, and
Yeah.
they
Well,
they
if
got
there's a market for her stuff, then yeah, it has value for somebody. You know, somebody may want it, but like I said, she may want it back.
hmm.
It's gonna depend on what the court determines the value of that brand is. If they think it's worth more than 2 million, then they're not just gonna do an even trade with her.
Hmm. So what do
But
you
if
think,
they
chat?
think,
Go ahead.
oh, what did somebody said my shades? Yes, Rich made me buy these at Louis Vuitton.
They're the last
I
one.
was locked in the VIP room and they said we will not let you leave until you buy these sunglasses. And I
I
was
think
crying as I handed them my credit card.
like to own trademarks for her name in the pack. Maybe this is karma for the cozy situation. I don't know.
I think they were all dumb to let former brands own their brand.
Yeah, she could have did it all herself.
Will they keep Morphe at the Ulta stores? I don't know. That's up
Yes,
to Ulta.
yes, I know that for a fact. They will still be at Ulta, an online retailer. What's interesting is the CEO of Morphe, who used to own Morphe, Linda. Um, her
Is
Instagram
her
is
name
gone.
really Morphe?
No, her name is Linda. I think Linda
Oh,
Morphe or Linda, I forgot. But
I
Linda from
always wondered. I
Morphe,
always thought that was a strange name for a
her
company.
Instagram is gone. So whenever she sold the company, she deleted her social media. She's gone.
She probably laughed all the way to the bank and got on her yacht and sailed away.
God, I mean, I'm pretty sure she still has an account. It's just not her name. It's like maybe like a little
Yeah.
soft account.
Well,
Cinderella
yeah.
Russell said, "Would it cost any of them to fight for the money back? Also, love you, Rich." So we
They
answered that
can't fight
question.
for the money back.
Yeah.
They can't. It's up to the court now what they get. They can't sue, they can't do anything. And once the bankruptcy is wrapped up, eventually, it'll be years, it'll be several years. Once it's wrapped up and court declares any remaining debt discharged, they're done. That's it. Final word. That's the final answer.
Let me see here. Let me see these receipts.
13 cents on the dollar. Yeah. Steph, that's probably pretty close, or 10 cents on the dollar. They'd be lucky.
Living for, oh my God. Okay. So basically, Morphe filed for bankruptcy. It has a list of people that they owe. James
Former
Charles is one
brands
of
filed
them.
for
Jaclyn
bankruptcy.
Hill, former brands, filed for bankruptcy, and they owe Jeffree Star, Jaclyn Hill, and James Charles over millions of dollars. And also, they're not even at the top.
No, they're
There's a
down.
list.
They're down. There are pages, and in fact, I'm going to be posting a video tonight about the whole situation. If you're interested, on my
Hmm.
YouTube channel, I'll be posting like a long video. Not long. I mean, like 10, 15 minutes, explaining the whole situation and showing all the receipts.
Where can they find you at?
Mad Catster, MadCatster on YouTube.
I feel like they don't care about that 1 million or 2 million. For some reason, there's something interesting that they just don't really care about it.
Like, I don't think James Charles and Jeffree Star are gonna wither and die because they don't get, a couple $1 million. Even though James Charles is such a damaged commodity, I still think he's got plenty of money.
It's so interesting to say that. Oh, I don't care that this company owes me $1 million.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
we know Jeffree Star definitely. I'm $1.4 million. He probably like, so that's that many less Gucci handbags I'll buy this year.
Hmm. Will it? Someone wanted to know. Thank you guys for the taco money, honey, in a super chat. Someone said, "Will it become a tax write-off for those influencers that have shares in the Morphe
Yes.
as a loss?"
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. They will be able to offset their loss. Like
Thank you,
James
Anissa.
Charles and them, they can probably, I don't know what their tax setup is, but most likely they'll be able to get some kind of relief by claiming a loss on their taxes. So it's not a total loss. You know what I mean? They will be able to like recoup some of it in the form of a write-off.
It's such like a sneaky little snake thing. It's like the company's
Bankruptcy is
business, y'all.
bankruptcy is a strange thing.
So Chime Freely said, because of the bankruptcy, will they do an audit? And if they find something bad during the audit, can they sue them?
Yes, they definitely are going to be wanting to know. They'll probably have an accounting firm go through all the books and assets and everything. If they find some shady business, people could be charged with a crime. But
And now,
also, if
listen,
they find that they've improperly like shifted money to somebody, the court can do what's called a clawback, which means they can order the person that was paid or the entity that was paid to give the money back.
if there is shady dealings with Morphe and people are charged and people go to jail, I'm telling you, there will be a movie about this and the influencers involved. I'm telling it was a big deal when that maple makeup bubble pop is gonna be huge.
Yeah, look for the Lifetime movie.
Oh yeah, it'll be one of those little Hallmark.
Rich Lux as James Charles.
Yeah. Oh my god. Very much that. So it was just huge. So this is just the beginning.
No, it's Steph. I don't think it's the U.S. dollar. And the U.S. dollar isn't tanking. I have a house in France. Shh. And I have a bank account in France. Shh. And I can tell you that I've had to transfer money, and trust me, it's not a very big house. Um, I've had to transfer money because I have to like pay the water and stuff, and I'm getting the best rate I have in years against the euro. So the American dollar is not tanking. It's bad business decisions. That's what did it. It has nothing to do with currency.
Well, Morphe didn't need 38 stores. They just brick and mortars. Morphe will be fine. They'll operate online for the time
Yep.
being.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to keep the company going. But it depends now on what these new investors who bought former brands want to do.
Yes.
If they decide to just liquidate, then that's the end. But they may see value in it, and they probably, because they're not the kind of people who are in the business to run. They don't want to be in the cosmetic business. They bought the company because their intention is probably to dismantle the different brands and sell them off, because that's where they're going to make money. They're not looking to run a business. They're looking to profit off of dismantling former brands.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura. I appreciate that.
So Morphe currently has a sale right now, 50% off select palettes and 40% off select items.
I'm not surprised. Now that is a warning flag to me. That tells me they're trying to get rid of their inventory. That's a
Mhm.
bad sign. That could mean either they're just in the short term trying to raise some money, or that could mean the beginning of the end.
That's so interesting that Jaclyn Hill, James Charles, and Jeffree Star couldn't save Morphe. But I think again, I think Morphe ultimately didn't know what they want it to be, because you
Well,
have this
they dumped James Charles,
yes,
even though
but
they owed him money. They dumped him.
but you have this store called Morphe who was set up right across from a lot of Sephora's and Mac
Yep.
stores.
Yep.
There were multiple stores, and I was like, okay, so are you trying to be like a Sephora or a Ulta? And
Yeah.
then
That
Morphe
was their
started to
mistake.
yeah, and then Morphe started to have what I thought was like a boutique luxury store that just only had their own makeup in there.
Yeah.
Then they started to have other brands and other influencers. So I was like, okay, I see what they're doing here. If you don't care about Morphe, you'll
But
walk in the
the
door for
market is
another
so
brand.
saturated that we didn't need another brick and mortar
It's
cosmetic.
just it's bad investments. I can tell you, I can pinpoint the investments that I know that went bad. So when Linda Morphe sold Morphe off, these men, because they were all men, said, okay, it's easy. We see what she's doing. She's getting top influencers and she's giving them a palette. Okay, great. Let's get Charlie D'Amelio on in here. Charlie D'Amelio is not a makeup girl. She did not bring people in the door. That was a bad call to get. You don't
Yeah.
just, it doesn't work that way. Oh, this person has millions of followers. Give them a palette. There has to be some type of connection to makeup.
Yeah,
Charlie
because
D'Amelio didn't. Charlie D'Amelio was a
if
dancer.
they're not following her because of makeup. So just because you slap her name on it doesn't mean you're going to have a guaranteed audience.
What they should have did is they should have put their money on Michaela on TikTok, Michaela Nagiro, because then
Mhm.
she and outbid Glamlight and had Michaela in and have her own Morphe palette, and they would have been more successful that way. Then another step, that's just the drop in the bucket. Another step was when Morphe spent millions of dollars on having the Ariana Grande makeup collection, and
That
Ariana Grande
yeah.
people is not bringing people in the doors either.
No, see, they should have stuck with beauty influencers.
And
And
if
then
you
they thought they could just say screw all of you and we're going to do this other type of strategy and it failed.
Ariana Grande does not bring people in the door for
No.
makeup. And if you really look closely at Ariana Grande's Instagram account, she's not really putting on makeup and trying makeup. Whereas you juxtapose, you look at what Lady Gaga's doing. Lady Gaga will literally be backstage before her concert and say, I'm going to try this lipstick on, guys. I'm going to go perform. She'll go perform. You see a little snap of her doing her thing. Then she's backstage sweaty. Look, the makeup stayed on, guys. She's literally showing you Lady Gaga is more
Right.
invested in her makeup than Ariana Grande is.
Kyle says they should have brought the Ace family on board. No, Kyle, that would have killed them even faster because Catherine McBroom can't be bothered to
Another
lift a
one,
fake fingernail to save her own company, let alone
Selena
help
Gomez
somebody
brand
else.
is popping. They should have invested in Selena Gomez. There you go. So I just think they put the money on the wrong stars. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Their
No much.
strategy was bad.
The strategy was bad, and they just made some bad business moves, and now they're suffering the consequences.
The Ace
George,
family,
and
yes, laughed my ass off too.
I mean, thousands of people lost their job
Yeah,
because of it.
that's the sad part. They had really no warning.
And I think Morphe's, like I said, Morphe's still going to act online as an online realtor, really, whatever you want to call it. They'll sell makeup online, but I don't know how long that's going to last until Morphe officially closes all their doors online.
Right.
I mean, the online aspect of it. Because if Forma Brands closes and no one buys Morphe and no one buys Jaclyn Cosmetics, then they have to close. They'll just
Kyle says
sell it off. They'll just sell it off. Taco money,
Kyle
thank
wants
you,
to
Luna.
Kyle wants to know if they can get fast passes for Ace Fest.
Oh, they're sold out.
I don't think there's going to be another Ace Fest.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Brand sale, featured makeup.
Plus, I mean, they claim that they're moving to Dubai, but I mean, I think that's just clickbait. But the hell are they going to do in Dubai?
Let me see. Somebody said if they would have put their effort on Nikita and Gabriel Zamora, they would have been big.
Yeah, well, see that's it. Their strategy doomed them to failure because they did not follow this formula that was working for them. They didn't continue to follow it. They made the mistake of thinking that any big name was going to give them successful brands. And they turned their back on the people that really were bringing the money into them.
Wow.
They're running for their lawsuits in Dubai. Yeah, Dubai doesn't have an extradition treaty with the U.S., so if they get charged, they can
Wow.
stay there.
Okay, very quickly, this portion of the live stream is sponsored the house by adamandeve.com. You can use code LUX to save 50% on adamandeve.com. Free shipping for the United States and Canada. And also Vance Global. Thank you, Vance Global, for sponsoring this video. If you're into edibles, check out vanceglobal.com and use code RichLux for coin at checkout. And also, thank you, Manscaped, for sponsoring this video. You can use code RichLux at manscaped.com. Okay, so shifting gears here. Now that we have the receipts, and it was, yes, exactly, code LUX.
And my portion of the video is being sponsored by nobody.
Thank you, Anissa Mills, for Morphe palette full size at Ulta. 18. Anissa, that $2 will only cover the tax. And Morphe doesn't need any. They don't even need. I'm not. Listen, everybody in the chat, are you going to purchase Morphe Cosmetics if it comes down to 85% off? Let's just keep it real. If it's 85%
Why
off,
not?
yes or no? We'll see.
TanaCon 2023. Yeah. We're gonna have LuxCon.
Yeah. Look at the comments. Look at the comments.
No. Wow. Mikey said, hell yeah. Hey, I'm a sucker for a bargain. Except for Balenciaga.
Look, there were exactly, but there were some people who will buy brands if it's 85% off, 95% off. I have seen people sit there, I've seen it in their eyes, and they're like, well, it's Balenciaga, 95% off. And they're thinking
I
about it.
still wouldn't buy it.
But Morphe, you would?
Sure, why not? It's they didn't do something reprehensible. I mean, they're bad at business, but they didn't do something morally shocking.
Because people vote with their wallets. You know, that's how you ultimately, a lot of people vote, is if they like something, they'll buy into it. So a lot of people are saying no, they're not going to buy Morphe, and a lot of people are saying they will buy it if it's 85, 95% off.
Sure, I mean, if it's a choice between CVS brand or Morphe at 85% off, why wouldn't you go with the Morphe brand? You know?
See, not after how they treat their employees, not giving them a cent, said somebody.
That's true. That's true. You know, that's a good point. I think they really were really shitty for the way they treated their people.
I tell you what, a lot of people are going to buy it. And let me tell you, all these people in these
Of
chat
course
are
they will.
liars. All these people are liars, and I'm calling y'all out. Y'all will go on Morphe.com and y'all buy the 50% off palettes. Oh my God, you got the cup.
That's my Paris Hilton tea mug.
And listen, they'll buy it and they'll keep it at home and they won't let nobody know they're using it.
Yeah, the Morphe, redundancy, we call that severance over here. But yeah, they got really very, very little. Certainly not enough that's going to help them through until they get another job.
Oh yeah, they got a 1 week to 3 week severance pay. Whatever. It's just crazy because I don't think you were around when Morphe was like at his peak, or were you?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
It was talk of the town. It was a whole movement.
Yeah.
People
No,
were
I mean,
doing that.
I've seen, I know enough about it now to know, but I wasn't around like when the heyday was going on. When James Charles wasn't trying to date teenagers.
Oh. Thank you, Anissa Mills. Rich needs to chop up a Morphe palette and drink it. Oh no, not for $1.99. I'm not doing that for $1.99. Let me tell you what. Thank you, Lizzie B said they dropped Jeffree Star, but after they scandal, they didn't drop James Charles.
No,
No,
it
I
took
will
them a
not buy
while.
anything from
They
them.
did finally, but I think they realized that they were losing market share and they were trying to hang on, but they ultimately they had to let them go.
Exactly. Let me see. Hey, Madcast in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so do you? I have
That's a good idea. I'm going to start my Mad Catster line, and I'm going to just rebrand all the Morphe cosmetics I buy at 85% off.
Oh my god. Okay, well I'm gonna get. Okay, you're gonna make your video tonight, right? On it.
Yep.
Okay.
Sybil's waiting for me.
What happened with? Oh my god. You met. There's that one person. What I missed? I just got here.
Who's J Star? Oh,
Who's?
Jeffree Star.
I'm conflicted. Okay, so there
I'm
you
thinking
have
of
it.
J
So
Station, that weirdo who had
in
that.
this video, we showed you documentation from the bankruptcy court that Madcaster pulled that shows that Morphe or former brands owns Jeffree Star, James Charles, and Jaclyn Hill millions of dollars unpaid.
Yep.
So we'll go into detail about that later on his channel. So definitely check that out.
Yep. Mad Catster on YouTube. I'll have my video up tonight.
Thank you guys for all the super chats and taco money. Thank you for all the likes. I appreciate the likes. Wow.
Lord Sebastian, yes, Sybil she's literally waiting for me. I could hear her a couple minutes ago. I've got my kitchen door shut because I'm in here. Chloe doesn't like the other cats. And I could hear Sybil softly crying at the kitchen door because she wants me to come out.
Lizzie B said they dropped James Charles eventually, but like
Yeah.
Rich says, keep the same energy. Yeah, it was interesting that they kept one and not the other, and then they eventually dropped James. And I think they were honestly Morphe would just see potential in people, give them a little contract, and they would just cipher and suck the views and the popularity and the clout and try to ultimately just get that person's subscribers to buy into the brand.
Right.
But
And they
ultimately,
thought then they could just get rid of them. But they found out
it's
the
like
hard way that
it's the
the
people. It's the
yeah.
people.
Steph, you said Mad Catster with a question mark. Were you asking if that's my channel? Because yes, that is my channel on YouTube. Live
So
chats more often. Yeah, I like doing these, Aubrey. These are fun.
not that it matters at this point, but I just would like to know if the $1 million that former brands owns Jeffree and Jaclyn Hill and James Charles are those from a contract or are those from code
That's
sales? Use my code. You
nope.
know,
I think that is money they owed them from inventory that they sold.
like their own brand.
Right.
Hmm.
Like Jeffree Charles. Oh my God. That could be one of Logan Paul's crypto zoo characters, Jeffree Charles. No, I think that what they did is they sold James Charles cosmetics and they still owed him money from the sale. Thank you,
Gotcha.
Alexandria. Yeah,
Contract
respect
product.
my authority.
Respect my authority. Let me see. What they
I'm
owe
not
the
fat,
most.
I'm big boned.
Do you know who they owe the most money to?
Yes, there's a Richie. I don't know if you can see it. There's a company at the top of the list. Who is this old guy?
Who?
Who is this old guy? I'm old enough to be your daddy, so go wash your mouth out with soap and have some respect.
Let me see. There was a document at the very top of the list that had, damn.
And anyone who thinks I'm old, I'm not really that old, but I can tell you right now, it goes by so freaking fast. You're gonna blink your eyes and you're gonna be my age.
Hmm. Let me see.
But I don't feel any older than I did when I was 25. Because I don't have kids. I'm no longer married. And
Is it
I
listed at the
live my
very
own
top?
best life. What? Yeah, whoever's at the very top. There was like a couple of companies in Asia that were like 2 and 3 on the
So
list. I think
they
number
they
1.
owe somebody named Rapid Displays
Yeah,
$11 million. So
yeah,
based on the name alone, Rapid Displays,
that's probably all those fixtures
all the fixtures.
that that are in those stores that just closed. Allison, I got you beat. I'm 56. I'm old enough to be Austin McBroom's father. In fact, I'm 4 years older than Austin McBroom's father.
Imagine, I couldn't even imagine being able to sleep at night owing a company $11 million.
I don't think they're having any trouble sleeping. I don't think businesses like that, they don't give a crap, you know? They just all they care about is the paycheck that went into there. And I bet you all the executives pocketed some coin before they ended their employment with Morphe. Oh, thank you. Who was that? Dark Star. Thank you very much. You know what? I've always told people my best advice to you kids who think I'm old, stay out of the goddamn sun and wear sunscreen. If you don't want to look your age, that's the key. I have no freaking wrinkles. I don't have any crow's feet. And that's because I stayed out of the sun. My siblings look older than I am.
Thank you, Lizzie B. Look, they left you a comment.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. And I can, you know, this is okay. Here's an example for you. I just bought a new king size bed and a new king size mattress. And I'm all by myself. I was able to carry 100-pound mattress down from the second floor and the really heavy wood bed frame pieces all by my goddamn self and get them out in front of my house to be picked up. And then carried a new 100-pound mattress up the stairs and set it up in my bedroom. So you think I'm old? I'll take you over my knee.
Thank you, Michelle P. They should have used the drama to sell more makeup. Jeffree versus James palette. And Colorado Kitten said, Foster, Rich, can you please expose Madcaster's Cafe?
Colorado Kitten Foster is one of my channel members.
See,
You'll
the
never
truth is
get their secrets. You'll never get
that's
my cat secrets.
November. Oh, you're 20 November. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna log off here. We got the just of the major drum.
Yeah, if you want to
Major
know
drama.
more, I'll be showing more receipts and I'll be putting on my video on my channel on YouTube later tonight.
So you're just
So,
going up tonight.
yep.
Okay. Get ready, guys, for the hot tea. He's
Yeah.
gonna have more receipts on the
Rapid Displays is
situation.
never going to see a dime. You're right.
Net rapid is yeah. You know, I thought that Owen Jeffree Star, James Charles Jackson Hill, a couple $1 million was bad. This is even worse.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, what they'll probably end up doing is selling the fixtures and trying to repay part of it with that. I don't know if because there's sometimes you do what's called a security interest, which means once you buy something from someone, if you don't pay it, they can come and take it back. So I don't know. They may have some kind of security interest in them and they may be able to recoup at least a little bit of money by selling off all the fixtures in those closed stores.
That's like stealing, said Anissa Mills.
What you have to pay to get questions answered. Catty Cat, what is your question? What's the channel name? Mad Catster. MADCATSTER. You don't have one? Well, then you don't have to pay anything to get your question answered.
Recruit. Okay.
You have a question, Sheila. What's your question? What the house means? I think it's
Oh
just
my
a
god.
Richism.
It's an exclamation point. Slate. Okay, so I gotta film my TikToks. I gotta go.
TikTok on the clock, but the party
TikTok on the
don't
clock.
stop.
I gotta
Oh,
film my
oh.
TikTok. And Matt Caster, y'all want to see his videos? Here we go. Can you read that one, Matt?
What?
Amanda?
Does the law allow you to? That's what I was talking about before. You cannot pay money to some people, but not others, because the court, it's illegal, and the court can do what's called a clawback, meaning they will go and make the person you paid that money to give it back to the bankruptcy estate. So no, you cannot favor one creditor over another. It's extremely illegal.
So what? So how is it done? Is it the least owed get paid first, or the highest?
Nope. They
They
pay
spin a
it out.
wheel. They
Well,
spin a wheel or something. They pull a name out of a
no,
hat.
they pay, basically they pay a percentage. So your percentage is basically based on how much you were owed. So yes, I mean, the person at the top will get more in payments than the people down the chain. How much do they owe in total? A
Oh my
shitload
God.
of money.
It's a lot.
Tens of millions of dollars.
There's an insider article that tells you the exact amount.
Yeah, and you'll see it on my video. I have the whole list, the breakdown of who they owe and how much, and you'll see the total.
And also, the guy who wrote the insider article, he says there's more about to come out.
I'm not surprised.
He's doing a follow up.
I know they had a hearing today that I almost sat in on because it was electronic, but I didn't have time. I had to go to court, where they were given permission to continue to operate the bank accounts and things, and continue to the things they need to be able to continue to run the business. They were given permission by the court to continue functioning. Pyramid scheme. What?
Okay, I gotta let y'all go because I gotta film some videos. It was good hanging out with you, Matt.
Yep.
Caster,
Thank you guys
everyone
for
in the chat.
joining.
Thank you.
And Mad Catster on YouTube. I'll have my video out tonight.
Here we go. Thank you guys for all the Taco Money, honey. And thank you guys for all the
And
likes.
I'm 26 people away from 18,000 subscribers, so get your butt over to my channel and subscribe.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we'll do this again, you guys.
Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a little hate comment and all that. All that you do, guys.
I don't see any flying monkeys from Michaela's channel here tonight.
And if Mad Caster's phone number gets leaked, send him nudes. Okay,
only if you're a boy. Only if you're a boy.
This is a new feature. I gotta figure out how to turn it off. Okay, I think I know. Okay, I found out. Okay, bye guys.
All right. Good night.